Hello everyone and welcome to episode 2 of PapaPC Play Along. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of maybe adventuring. I think we're going to try to move ourselves away from the starter base and from our original spawn point. Maybe go looking for ourselves for a new permanent or temporary permanent home, and maybe see what we can do, something along the way, and maybe capture ourselves a little animals, maybe start ourselves a little farm. We will see what we can do. First thing I'm going to do though is go and turn down the music. I'm not sure if all of you can hear that, but I know it gets to be a little bit annoying for some people to have the music, so I'm just going to turn that way down. I'm going to leave everything else up, just because I don't want to take away anything from the game, but the music, after a while, kind of gets a little annoying. So, we are back, and we are going to go see what we can do. First off, let's go take a look and see what it is outside. It is day, and we got ourselves a squid right away. I'm never going to take an opportunity to not go and grab one of those babies, just because, you know, ink just seems to be a hard thing to come by. And we did get a few. Cool. We got 3 ink sacs out of that one. So now, for our first little adventure, I think I'm going to go see and scout around a little bit, maybe see what we can find. And for that, just to be safe, I want to take along maybe a couple things. We got some dirt with us. That's good. I don't need the fence. We'll leave that here. We'll take some planks. I like to take some cobblestone just because, well, you never know what you might have to do. I got plenty of torches, pickaxe, maxes, sword. I got some food. Should be enough. I am going to do one thing, though. I do believe we can take ourselves a sleeping bag. One of the mod packs that we put in here is the Comforts mod pack, which lets you take a sleeping bag or make a sleeping bag. What that allows you to do is sleep wherever you want without having to reset your spawn point. That comes in really handy for some of the adventures, and when you don't want to have to actually try to remember where you are, you can still keep going. Oh, so after that, I close the door, lock up, and I think we might head out. Let's just check out our map. See what we all have out there. Guessing, I have no idea how that ended up over there, why that's showing up on the map, unless maybe that was from original spawn and we moved over to here. But we are going to maybe let's head north and see what we can find. I remember when we were looking up this way, we did see a few things. You know, I'm never going to miss an opportunity to grab ourselves a cow. Maybe even 2. Experience is nice. And the leather, always handy. I always try to go up the hills the hard way, don't I? You know what? Actually, I'm not even going to go. I'm going to go down and around. Go up the other side. Not really sure why I decided I wanted to go up that way, but we'll see. Not really sure what's up here. I remember I did at one point put the seed into Mine Atlas. If none of you have ever gone there, I would highly recommend it. It does give you some, really neat things, and it's fairly accurate. It lets you kind of see your world based on the seed and what's all out there. And I remembered that there was some stuff kind of north of our base, if Mine Atlas was right. And there was actually a village not real far. This is some pretty scary looking jungle, to be honest, or some very scary looking woods, simply because it is pretty deep, it is pretty dark, and there's very likely to be a few bad guys down in here. But we'll push through and see what we end up with. For the most part, lots of trees. Not a whole lot else. Lots and lots of cows. Holy cow. This might be a good spot to remember, though. They're still here later. Rain, yay. Never been a fan. It always seems to come down on me and bring out all the bad guys. But it is what it is. One of the things you're going to have to contend with. We got more sheep. We got more cows. That's a good sign. as long as I don't fall down any of these wonderful crevices out here. Boy, I have not seen this many sheep in these biomes in a long time. It seems like every other time I play, I end up hunting for a half hour to try to find enough sheep to even make one bed. And here I got myself a bed and a sleeping bag all on the first day. Oh, there's something showing up on my map. Let's go see what that is. No, besides more sheep, that is. My hope, and I would love to be able to do, is find ourselves a nice little village that we can set up, not necessarily in, but someplace close. Kind of give us that, ability to, come use one if we need a village, but not have to worry about being close enough where we're going to set off any kind of problems with the town or draw too much in. I'm going to take a peek at my map. Boy, let's try heading up a little bit further north. Oh, it's little Mr. Skelly over there. Let's try to avoid him. With this pack, I really wanted to be able to give everybody a chance to play, do a few things maybe that they wouldn't normally be able to do simply because of time constraints or resource gatherings and some of the limitations that you're going to get within that. But I still did want to have the ability to grab a birch while I'm thinking about it. Have the ability to play without having it dramatically alter the game. Grab ourselves that, and because of the fast leaf decay is on, but if you don't clear all the tree, you don't get the fast leaf decay. And there we go. Now we're dropping a few. Grab some little saplings just to be safe, and let's keep on our merry way. I haven't had too much need for sand, but I'll probably be going out and gathering a little bit more for some glass. Seems like I end up going through quite a bit over the time. We got a lot of vines up here. If I have myself some shears, I might think about grabbing a few of those just for... Oh, I'm being shot by Mr. Skeleton. Yay! They're not too bad. Oh, that does... I do need to eat. He took a little more out of me than I thought. Lily pads, those are a good thing to remember because those are going to come in very handy later on our farms. I have a tendency to fall in water, and that helps me not do that. So I'm appreciative of those as well. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. A lot of birch. Looks like we're crossing over into some of the biomes here. The way it is now, I'm going to have quite a trek back to go get more stuff, all my stuff, when I do finally find a place to set up a new residence. Sugarcane. Snag some of that maybe on the way back. What I'll probably do today is maybe get us situated, get us started, and then maybe in the offline I'll go back in and maybe gather up all the resources and move the stuff over, just so you don't have to sit and watch me run back and forth. But for now, we'll see what we can do. We've got a nice little lava outpour up over there, kind of hitting over into a icy biome. Yeah, more cold down there. I might remember that too. Come back for it. Let's see what we got going on up here. I'm going to go around, see if instead of going over. But doesn't look like I'm going to be able to. And I'm going to have to make the slug up the hill anyway. I'm going to do it over here. A little bit easier, a little bit clearer, less trees to worry about and fight with. And I do have auto jump on. Some people hate it, some people love it, some people just tolerate it. You probably hear my spacebar clicking away a lot. But it is kind of nice at times. We'll get to the top of this mountain peak over here and look over and see if we can see anything interesting or fun. Ooh, without falling into that scar. I tend to fall a lot. You know, sometimes happy little accidents. And nothing. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I did install and add in the Waste Homes mod. I did forget to set my waypoint on my map when we left home, which I should have done, but that's okay. We'll find our way. And by the way, do feel free if you see anything that I missed on the screens, let me know in the comments. My coordinates are on the screen, so if you do happen to see something, let me know, and I will go back and take a look and investigate for us and see what there is. It is getting to be night. What I will do, though, is snag out that sleeping bag and take a quick nap. Looks pretty safe. Always make sure you grab it. Got a couple bad guys burning up over here, no big deal. I will probably snag that spider just because string I always have a shortage of. Let's head up on this hill, take another look around, see what we can see. Boy, we are not having too much luck yet. If this goes on much longer, I may just do a cutaway and not make you guys sit through me running around, and hopefully you guys can just jump right to the good stuff. But for now, I am going to keep running. Looks like we got a little bit of change of scenery over here, new biome, possibly something else interesting. Go take a look, see what we can see. This actually wouldn't be too bad of an area. We've got lots of hills. We got lots of materials, that means. We do have some nice open areas. We can start setting up some farms, taking a look and seeing what's all out there. But right now, I am not seeing much that I would like to build on. Looks like it's flattening out quite a bit. And it looks like there is nothing over here either. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Maybe I ended up going the wrong way. I do like this biome in this area, with the thick trees back behind us, the nice rivers here for the sugar cane, squids, big fields. We are in the plains biome right now. Looks like it says on there. Got some horses. It would be nice to grab a saddle if I would have found one already. Make this travel a little bit quicker. Not even a whole lot of interesting outcrops or scenery other than animals galore. It's still pretty early on the first day of running, but I like to give it at least, you know, maybe one full day at most running before I try to head back and pick a new direction. But right now, I'm not. Oh, look at that! I'm just about to give up, and looks like we got ourselves a nice little village. We'll go take a look, see if there's anything interesting. Maybe mark it on our map, so if we want to be able to come back here, and then maybe we will see about starting ourselves something new. Let's see what they got over here for villagers. Ooh, we do have a librarian. And he does have thorns, so that isn't so bad yet. Let's see if they got anything interesting. Oh, we got lots of books for our crafting we can steal later. Nothing too much in here. Yeah, he's cleric. This is one of the ones that I love to find simply because you end up with an exorbitant amount of rotten flesh, and we can maybe even get rid of some of that. Whoa, another cleric. Wow. Lucky normally if you see one, let alone two. Nothing in there. Leather worker. Is that the same cleric or is that another one? I think we got a little bit of funkiness going on with some of these houses. Maybe I'll see what's helping them get back in. And there ain't nothing to get into there. Let's go take a look. Let's see what we got here. This looks like the church. Usually not much in here, but you never know. I'll take a peek around. Another one there. So far, pretty boring, but there is one of the wonderful waystones that I had mentioned before. This is super nice to have. I am going to set myself up with a nice little path to get here, though, because this is ridiculous. Some of the we will go and activate that one. Router Hills. Okay. We will remember that one. See if we can get into this baby up here. Looks like another one of those that spawned kind of funky. I will see if there's anything I can get out of here. No, let me guess. Another cleric. I don't think I've ever seen this many clerics in one location ever. Either way, it gives us some villages, it gives us some villagers to start with, it gives us some crops, some that we can maybe steal a little bit. I'm going to go take a look and see what's going on up here. Just the well, just that. Nothing else. I think these guys are kind of stuck up here. No, they can get down. Okay. I'm not sure if I missed any houses or not. I think I got them all. Yeah, something. Mother worker. Ooh, we do have a slime island up above us, though. That's going to come in super handy. I'm actually liking this area a little bit more and more all the time. And speaking of, let's get that bad boy now. Because I like slime. Slime is very handy. There is a lot you're going to be able to do with it, a lot you're going to need it for later. So I like to grab it whenever I can. Having the slime island right up above, they're going to randomly drop every now and then. Like that. Grab those bad boys up. Looks like we got ourselves a bunch of different biomes here. I am going to start looking for a good place to start clearing some land and setting up some home. I think the village is what it is. It's nothing too bad, nothing too big, but might maybe position ourselves. We got a nice little water over here. We got some sand. We got all the materials we could need. This might be home. So it's time to, and of course I did not bring a shovel. But oh well, maybe I'll make a crafting table here and start clearing some land, and we will see what we can come up with. Get ourselves that crafting table, get ourselves a Tinker's Construct one, just because, well, why not? Doesn't cost you anything, and it helps you leave your stuff in there. I'm going to go ahead and grab that, grab a couple sticks, maybe make ourselves a shovel, and go ahead and start clearing a little bit of this land out. I don't want to clear cut, but I do kind of want to dig it in a little bit. I'm going to make it look like it's the hill's kind of growing maybe outside of the house. I will probably use some rudimentary stuff. Probably use a bunch of cobblestone initially, just because that's what I got. I will clean it up and probably build it a little bit nicer later as the time permits. But for now, I'm probably just going to use whatever materials I have, and that pretty much just means cobblestone. Grab ourselves, clear some trees, and maybe see about getting ourselves set up for the night. Okay. I did not bring a ton of cobblestone, but I did bring a little, so we'll leave a lot of it for dirt for now until we can get some materials brought back in. But for now, I am going to... Oh, I didn't even see this thing right down here. This might be a very interesting place to set up. For now, let's just get ourselves going. Nighttime is quickly approaching, so I think I'm going to go ahead and grab that sleeping bag and plop her down. I do like to be careful when I wake up. Throw that sword in my hand real quick just to take a peek around, make sure nothing snuck up on me during the night. But I'm going to go ahead and continue, try to get up some basic walls. Maybe even get ourselves a little wood roof going, just to kind of get ourselves started. I like to try to avoid building too square, too cubic, just because it seems like that's just too easy to do in Minecraft. The fun kind of comes in with building and doing things a little bit different. Maybe keeping it a little bit more natural wherever you can. Granted, there's not so much you can do from a nature perspective when you're still dealing with blocks, but you can kind of do a little bit. If you've ever watched any of the other YouTubers out there, especially ones like Chosen Architect, does a phenomenal job of kind of keeping things in sync with the surroundings and aligned with how things look. We got lots of different materials over here for dyes. We're going to be able to do a lot of different things with this stuff. I think it's going to be kind of a neat little place to live. Get ourselves maybe a little door. Got ourselves oak. Let's see. I like oak doors. They give you the nice, you can still see through them. Some of them you can't. I mean, that kind of tends to be a little bit of a hassle sometimes. I am going to do a bunch of the dark oak into there, but I am going to do a whole bunch into stairs, simply because they give you about as close as you're going to get to being able to do any kind of real angles with ceilings and roofs. That should be enough for now. We will see what we can do. Jump ourselves up there. We don't need the doors right now. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out which way I want to do some of these angles, how I want to do them. I think I'm going to do some of these fronts. Maybe a couple zigzags, but in general, nothing too fancy. Not a bunch of jumping up and down. But again, that's what you got to do. Oh, that was a rookie mistake. I think I'm going to do Maybe this one this way, this one this way. You're not gonna let me, are you? You little bugger. Oh well. Let's see if I can get this one in here. Kind of do a little internal corner. Really? I hate roofs. Then again, I think just about everybody does. Roofs, especially when you start dealing with some of these blocks, are just less than fun. Clean up my mess that I made. For the inside of the house, right now, nothing fancy. I'm just going to throw, yeah, I might throw that one in there just to do it wrong. I'm going to have to do it from the outside, I think, with the block. I don't know if there's a way you can do that from the inside. There we go. Get rid of this. Don't want anybody jumping up on my roof. And then I'm probably going to do a bunch of slabs maybe and just fill in the roof like that. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I got to make myself a chest. I am out of space. Just for now, at least. Let's put in a bunch of the stuff that we're not doing right now. Anything with the seeds, saplings, bones. I'll keep my sticks, you never know. I'll need the doors right now. This could be a bigger hazard out here than I thought with the slimes. But we'll be dealing with that at a later point. I think I'm going to come up with a nice little way to do maybe a little farm for them, see what we can come up with. I don't think I'm going to need a ton of these, but I will need a few. Let's go ahead and we'll just throw these bad boys in. I'll have to light this thing up. And again, some of the materials I'm using, some of the stuff is really kind of just temporary. We'll make it up a little bit nicer, a little bit fancier as time permits, and as we get the materials and the resources later on. But for now, it's kind of just a matter of throwing something out that we can use. I'm going to go over here and see about maybe thinning out a few of these because they are dropping like mad. Slimes aren't too bad for hurting you, but they are kind of annoying. Especially the little ones. They just sheer volume. But they are pretty easy XP, and that will come in handy. And the slime balls, like I said, are never a bad thing either. So with that, we've been going for a little bit. I am going to probably make this one not too long of an episode. I think what I'm going to do is take this, try to do some time, take some cleaning up, transfer stuff over from the old one into the new house, and get myself a new sword, obviously, as well. And we will see you guys next time. And until then, I want to say thank you, and feel free to come on in, join the game. I'm always looking for somebody else to kind of join out to the server with, and thank you.